You ready?
We're on.
Welcome, everyone, to the Pub Drink Talk podcast. Connor Schubach here.
Dylan Wilson.
George Abaiju.
And Hilton Kill will be joining us later. He ran out of juice. Literally and figuratively. No, he needs to charge up his good old Tesla. And that's taking up some time.
So what you smoking?
Just driving a little bit of there, but he'll join us here in a little bit. I went classic.
Strawberry?
Swisher Sweet Strawberry. Because, you can get two for $1.19. And if you're smoking cigars on a budget, might as well start somewhere.
I bought more of the Patna. So I bought it a pack of 5 Patnas that I smoked the other day.
Yeah.
The Sumatra with the Equatorian wrapper.
Yeah.
I just bought it different sizes. So 4 different sizes. So it's half an hour, 1 hour, 1.5 hours, and 2 hours. So you can choose the same cigar because I love it.
That smelled really good last week. That was a really good smelling cigar.
It's kind of an interesting. I'm gonna smoke this one, the big one. So it lasts longer than the size, promises.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good thing sometimes.
Yeah. So
Smell that really quick.
Yeah. Smells like, I don't know, there's like glue in there or something.
It smells like 40s, a little bit of weed, and some bad choices, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember college.
Let me smell this bad boy. Still has that cheese smell. Still has that cheese smell.
Yeah, it does. It smells good, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the good old faithful CAO Brasilia.
I like that one. I might like that one better than Juarez. I don't know. I think so.
They're around the same price. This might be like $1 more.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I like the size difference because you can choose when you smoke and how long you're gonna smoke.
Hilton may or may not be smoking a Phillies blunt today.
I smoked that.
We'll find out when he gets here. They're not
Sunday.
bad.
I smoked that on Sunday.
I've had a couple with them. They're not bad. I like them.
No, they're pretty good.
$1.
Yeah.
It costs like $1, right?
Hell yeah.
I like them. I thought they were good.
Yeah.
It burns really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me 20 minutes, and look, I'm not the fastest smoker right now because I'm taking my time. But
But that was a quick one.
it was.
I smoked, because obviously this was a 2-pack. I smoked the other one over this weekend, and my other friend smoked a Backwoods. Drinking a little beer and stuff like that. I tell you what, this with alcohol might be the most amplifying alcohol amplifier in the whole world.
Really?
I was dumb drunk to the point where I'm like, I'm not 20 years old anymore. I cannot, 21, legal age to drink alcohol.
Yeah, 21.
21.
Exactly. Just barely 21.
Yeah. And I'm not, I was like, I cannot do this again.
Bad choices.
I kept waking up because I was so full of energy from the cigar, but then I was just so hungover and still drunk. I'm like, Camila, you got to give me some hangover medicine because this is no bueno.
They have a great hangover medicine in Brazil, but we don't have it here. And I can't remember the name, but Hilton always talked about it.
Camila has it. I forget the name of it, but she gave it to me, and
It works.
I woke up feeling pretty good.
What's that?
Hangover medicine. I forget the name of it. I know as soon as you're going to say it, I'm going to say, yep, that's the one.
Engove.
Engave.
That's exactly what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't sell it here.
Yeah, Camila gave me some Engave, and
Every single Brazilian always asks me, you don't have to bring anything else, just bring me Engove.
Mhm.
And there's another one that's a yellow liquid that tastes like hell, like true, like really hell.
Yeah.
It's like a yellow thing for your liver.
Mhm.
Like my father used to. Oh man, it's like I don't know. It's just that. Have you watched Sin City?
No.
This one you have to go to Paramount.
Paramount?
This year is gonna be in Paramount. This year. And then there's this
Probably one of the coolest like comic book adaptation movies you'll see.
number one for me.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah.
Not the second movie because it has nothing to do. But the first one,
Amazing. It's all done in black and white,
yeah.
except for certain like characters are in color.
Really?
I watched it in April here at
Uh-huh.
Paramount. Right, so they're gonna play it again. And speaking about Paramount, I went to Chinatown this Monday.
Yeah, how was it?
50th year anniversary, 50th anniversary of the movie, and it was in a 35 millimeter film. 1,000 people there.
Damn.
1,000
Are you
people.
shitting me?
That's
Really?
a lot of people.
That's a cult following right there.
It's we were and look, we got very late there because I was working, so we went all the way up. Perfect vision, perfect. You know, like it seems like I don't know the size, the way it is. Hello there.
I'm here.
Welcome to the pod.
Hey!
Are you really? Because two podcasts ago he was here, but he wasn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, but my picture is moving. And I brought something.
Armadillo.
Paparillo.
Rapadilla. Yeah, it's
we have our
Armadillo
secret-
hop, right?
It's in the freezer.
Okay.
The cooler.
I'm going to get it. Well,
Anyway, so the movie is
Smell this. Strawberry.
it's like masking, whatever it's called,
The
I thought-
perfume.
candy gum or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's like a bubble gum.
Yeah, I thought you'd say regretting.
It smells like regret.
Bubblicious.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
You know,
it
it's
Smells like
bubblicious.
regret.
It smells like that, but it sounds
Bubble,
like
bubble.
Yeah.
I love those gums. And they last, the flavor doesn't last too long, but the gum will.
Growing up, I always liked juicy fruit. I've done that forever. I don't chew a lot of gum now.
So man,
I love gum. That's one thing I.
Sam always has it, and I bum off her.
Yeah.
But I never buy it. Yeah, I should.
let me tell you, Jack Nicholson is a genius. What a character. And I think the author was so brave to put the main character with a big. Have you seen the movie? Have you ever seen the movie?
I think I did, but it was a long time ago.
All right, so this is the cover, right? So this is the cover of the movie here. Let me show you. Where is it? No, it's images.
good.
Here's the cover.
I drank
Look.
my full half gallon today. I ran out.
So man, the main character spent the whole movie with this in his face.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's because a mobster cuts his nose. So the whole, not the whole movie, but 75% of the movie. I think it's so bold.
Yeah.
Your main character, which is known for the face, and then
Of the movie.
in the movie, and wearing that or having this on,
It's iconic.
it's iconic. I don't know if you know that, but how many statements are famous from this movie? They say like 15, 20. And every time the actors say that, you see the clapping. Woohoo! You know, like people know that.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the movie, how many people have seen this movie once? Like 10 people. Twice.
Cold water.
100. 3 times. 200. 5
need
times.
I already drank
Yeah.
the full ones myself.
So it's a classic.
I really
It's a
need
classic.
That people enjoy, obviously.
And more than a classic, man, I would tell you, it's very modern. If the movie was made today,
What are you smoking?
you'd
It
say
still holds up.
it holds
I
up
think I'll just
very
get
well.
a-
So I totally recommend
Bailey's
it.
Blunt?
I
Unless you have
really
something.
recommend this movie
No.
I'll have to rewatch it again.
to everyone. But like, wait for.
Hilton, what are you smoking?
Diesel.
Oh, I thought you were smoke the Phillies, the blunt.
Diesel D.
Diesel D.
This is for breakfast, my friend.
Literally, like yeah.
What are you drinking?
Devil's
Devil's
Backbone.
Backbone.
Man, you're really experimenting. You're getting into all these different
Yeah,
little
IPAs.
microbreweries.
I like IPAs, yeah.
Oh,
And
good.
you were drinking.
I was just told that we're going to the park tomorrow, and we won't have the tent because we're being confiscated. You know,
You're being confiscated?
our tent
Oh.
that we need to work. The tent is not mine; it's my wife's.
Wow.
Oh.
Is it yours too? Like
Wait, you
No.
guys are working?
Whatever is hers is yours.
No, whatever is
Yeah.
mine is
You guys
hers.
are working tomorrow?
Oh,
Whatever is hers is hers.
really? Is that the way it works? Oh my god,
Till
I'm
what
so
time?
sorry.
Yeah, I'm a baby boomer.
I know.
Maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Depends when we finish. I don't know.
So what are you guys up to? Sorry that I'm late. I'm here now, so
You're just at the right time, man.
okay.
You're
so
just at the right time.
that's- okay. I think I'm too tall in this chair. It's a new chair.
Yeah, you are tall.
Pull those back and lean on the table.
And I have my Ballarini sponsored shirt today.
Yeah, mine was in shambles.
I brought some coffee to be awake, and I know I slept very little last night. For some reason, I went to bed very late, and I had to wake up early. So I brought some delicious coffee here, man. My drink, ready to talk, and I'm puffing.
Puff a little bit.
There you go.
Yeah, right?
So George mentioned there were some people over at Smokers Abbey interested in some ashtrays potentially.
Or other things. Just ask me how big it should be. Every time I go there, I just made a big deal out of that. You know, like, oh, look at my ashtray. Like, George, you've done that like 3-4 times already.
4 inches is too big. It's too big.
But
Well-
George, it's a big deal.
They want us to make some?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I dropped the bomb, you know? I just drop it. And now let's see what.
Okay, Osama, calm down a little bit.
Oh, no. Not Osama, no. Don't say that because my last name is Abaid, you know? Like, people might,
Oh, yeah,
might misinterpret
no.
that.
No.
I might have to change my last name. Yeah, to be on the safe side.
Good.
Since I'm gonna change my first name anyway,
Yeah.
from George to George, why not changing the last one? I can be whatever I
Or
want.
can use this one because this one will have the size that
Alan.
you need.
What? Are you confiscating my ashtray?
No, I'm just saying that you can use that one because and then you have the size like this one because you're smoking a very big cigar.
Dylan, I have a question for you.
My friend,
I have an answer.
will put it
Yeah,
right
you
here.
have for
Thank
sure. I don't know how long we're gonna
actually does say
spend
that.
that, but I have a
that's it.
question for you.
Okay.
You are well known among us to not having watched a lot of movies from the 80s, 90s, and even 2000s, right?
There might be a reason.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah, but how about music? Do you consume music from previous decades or not? What do you consume?
I like rock and roll, like Tom Petty, Journey.
Tom Petty.
Yeah, I like Tom
Surprising.
Petty.
Ah, Tom Petty's amazing.
Yeah. Stuff like that. Not like really disco music per se, more of like the rock and
Rock,
yeah, just
like
rock stuff.
70s and more 90s, right? Think Tom Petty's 80s and 90s, 70s and 80s.
70s and 80s, but like
70s and
Pink
80s.
Floyd is probably like the 90s.
Yeah.
But I like stuff like that. You'd have to throw things out, I'd tell you yes or no. Just-
Okay, yeah. So like Rolling Stones.
yeah, I like the Rolling Stones. I like the Eagles.
Okay, do you?
So classic rock.
Yes, classic rock. Okay, and do you like listen? Is it part of your playlists? I purposefully like I go there and I choose that kind of music. Do you go there? Because all these bands I listen to that if it's playing and I'm really happy with that. If it's in a playlist for somebody, I like it, but I don't go there willfully and then I say I'm gonna listen to that right
I
now.
listen to the classic rock essentials all the time. And then I like the Guardians of the Galaxy playlist because there's a bunch of old classic rock.
Are you talking about ooh gaga?
Yeah. Radiohead.
Yeah. When I found that
We have the other
feeling.
nuts.
Yeah.
Is it gone?
The pistachios are gone.
Pistachios are gone.
Have some of mine. I'll share.
That song is part of my. I got a lot of playlists that I put up together. Like one of them is like songs that explode your heart, because they're fun. Because like when I drive, I always choose. Okay, am I going to the beach? So I have a playlist for the beach. If I go to the mountains, I have one like that to work, right? So I was curious to know whether you enjoy that. How about jazz?
I don't not like jazz. I just don't listen to it much.
Just like me with the classic rock, right? How about you guys?
Rock and roll.
No, you don't want to talk about the music?
No, I'm just saying. I literally, my playlist is a complete mashup of everything.
Okay.
I love all types of different types of music. Some of the fondest memories I have is driving around. My dad quizzing us on classic rock. Like, who's this? Oh, that's Rolling Stones. Oh, that's Def Leppard. Oh, that's AC/DC. Oh, that's ZZ Top. You know,
love
so I grew.
ZZ Top.
I did too.
Yeah.
So I grew up with
ZZ Top.
classic rock as the primary music, but I've always liked hip hop. I've always liked anything with a beat.
Like EDM.
EDM I can get into if I'm feeling it, like if I'm working.
Which one?
EDM.
EDM, okay.
I listen to
What is EDM?
It's like electronic dance music or
just
Generic name for electronics. 'Cause there are like
I can do that. Yeah.
100 different names for metal songs
Yeah.
and for electronic music, so we just create a
very
term.
general.
Yeah, just to explain what it is.
So I can do EDM.
Daft Punk or something. Or,
well, and that's
that's like
it.
a big name.
You know, like I could literally go from on my playlist. It'll go from Skrillex to classical music. I love classical music.
Andre says he likes Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Who said
Lady
that?
Gaga.
Not bad at all, though.
Andrea. Oh.
How you
See, and
doing, man?
I could listen to Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga is good, actually. I like
Katy
rock and roll, and I like pop music. So I'm not opposed.
Can
to
you
pop
go
music.
past politics and like Taylor Swift?
I don't mind Taylor Swift. Like we were working
What
up
about?
there, and
Is there politics about Taylor Swift?
Absolutely.
I guess.
I didn't know. I just like
I don't know.
types of music, but I don't.
I was
know
listening to
about-
like a USA Top 100 because it's a playlist I have downloaded, and I had really terrible service earlier, and I was grinding a garage for 3 hours. So I had my AirPods in, listening to music, and it would go from like Lil Baby to Taylor Swift to Billie Eilish to, and I was like, all of them. I was just kind of like, I can get out, yeah,
exactly.
I can
I
enjoy
don't
myself.
dislike them.
No, me neither. There's country music on
Taylor
there.
Swift, I like it. I think
I like country music.
especially because of every single. I don't know if you know that, but all her albums is a story. Like the whole albums together,
No,
it's a story.
I don't follow it, but
Every album is a phase of her life, and
Okay.
she planned in the beginning. Do you understand what I'm saying?
like
it's not-
the
it's like-
Avengers, like a 13-year
Exactly. So it's gone. It's finally gone,
like
right?
Marvel.
Yeah.
So she can have like a Travis Kelce album coming up pretty
I
soon
think
here.
I'm not sure if they. Yeah. It's just easier for the Avengers because you got the comic books, right? So you know what's coming, right? But for a musician in a young age to plan everything she's gonna do, I like that. I like the idea.
She's very talented.
Yes. Yeah. So
I listened to just recently, and if I can find it, I'll share it with you. There was some country music artists that redid a lot of Tom Petty music,
Oh, but I like that.
and I'm not a huge country fan. I can bear it, but I'm not like
That's
seeking
one
out
of
to
the few
listen to
you.
it. Yes, that's actually probably one of my least favorite genres is country music, but they redid Tom Petty's music, and it's so interesting how it translates really well to like a country song, a country beat, rhythm, you know, with the extra violins and guitar. So I think really good music transcends genres. It started out as classic rock, but it could be country. You could even make like a hip hop version of it and just keep like similar beats and just speed up the tempo, and it's still going to be a great song.
They've been merging a lot of pop and hip hop with country lately too. Like Morgan Wallen
Yeah.
and rappers doing like country songs.
Yeah.
So people are exploring it. I don't know.
and Hilton.
I like it all.
How about you? What kind of music? Brazilian music, international music? When you live in
I
London,
like
did you-
classic rocks, and I like modern pop music like Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, I like those.
Like the technotronic beats.
I like Technotronic.
Like the Technotronic itself, like this beat it, this
Yeah.
beat it, this beat is Technotronic, right? One pump it, jam, pump it up, pump it up.
Dire Straits.
Yes.
Dire Straits is a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, it's all right. So
Dire
that's
Straits. A lot of Dire
the
Straits.
early '80s, right? So early '80s Dire Straits, right?
So I think a better question is, we'll stick with classic rock. What time frame, decade, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, had the best rock and roll music? In your
Rock
opinion?
and roll.
That's
Classic, or can it be
that's
any kind
hard
of rock?
because Guns N' Roses is 90s, right?
80s. 89 is Appetite for Destruction. It's in 89, so you can consider. I consider the 90s starting in 1992. The 90s
Right.
didn't start in 89
Okay, that's
for
fine.
me.
Yeah. go
So
ahead.
for me, it's 80s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You play by your rules. So
Yeah, there's just actually, there is a book. There's this historian, right? So yeah,
But
I disrespect math and yeah, I
just throw that out
disregard
the window,
calendars.
George.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so many
So
companies.
89 is almost 90.
Come on, come on.
And 92 is when it starts.
No,
so-
I will explain it for you. It takes a little while to engage a gear, let's say in a car, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 90s music is like 93, 94, 95.
Would you consider those being the best years, or that's when music really started hitting its stride and it continued through the 90s that you're like, okay, I can say with certain 92, 93 is when music started going, okay, this is when the music kind of all shifted to that genre? I'm just curious.
I've got this old soul for music, so I would say the best moment for the rock for me was in the 50s. Because
I like the 70s.
because we only
It was like the Beach Boys.
yeah like this, and there are so many others, right? So
The
I think
Beatles.
because you didn't have
Born in the 50s.
all the genres we have now, and then all of a sudden you have a style of music that revolutionizes, kills a lot of other styles of
What
music.
decade was like Elvis and Johnny Cash?
From 52, 53, 50,
I
to
get down with
77 when he died. Right? So you have Jerry Lee Lewis, you know, like Great Balls on Fire, right?
Na-na-na-na.
Yes. You shake my nerves. Da-na-na-na. So I like that. Chuck Berry. This is my, rockabilly.
Yeah.
Rockabilly, I really love that part. So I think I am more into the innovation, and from there there was an evolution, in the music. But I like the innovation. I like it when So this is why I like that period so much.
What about you, Hilton? What do you think?
Music-wise.
I respect your answer. That's a good one.
I don't know. I don't think I have a best one because I like Guns N' Roses the same way I like Dire Straits.
Both came
But
out
I
in the 80s.
prefer more like 70s, 80s,
Rodrigo.
and 90s than 60s.
Good afternoon, my friends.
E aí, Rodrigo, beleza?
Beleza?
Até o Dylan tá falando português.
Fala, garoto!
Fala, Dylan, say beleza.
Beleza.
That's perfect, man.
Just don't say bye to Marnaku.
Yeah, or many of the ones I say to you
Yeah,
like this.
yeah,
like-
don't say
That's
that.
no, you can say that. That's cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yeah. Unity.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
What about you, Dylan? What would you say is genre era?
Just, I don't know. I think the 80s is probably some of the best, but I listen to more like 90s. Like Nirvana, Pink Floyd, Smashing Pumpkins, like that kind of like punk rock
I like that.
really resonated more with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also in my 20s. So,
Yes.
but all the ones you mentioned, I've heard and I like.
What do you mean? The ones? Oh,
The 50s.
From the
The
50s,
50s,
yeah.
yeah, man.
Almost like swing music and stuff back then too.
That's
Like it just
right.
has like an uplifting kind of like you just feel like
blues, jazz,
splish splash. I was taking a bath.
So,
All about a Saturday night.
and you know what's really interesting about that? Because I posed this question to my brother. And he was saying that because all of those rock and roll songs were revolutionary for the time. They didn't catch on. They weren't American number one hits or anything like that. Do you know what kind of music was number one hits up until the 60s? Ballroom dancing classical music.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it might be like I don't know the English word is a bolero. What would that be in English?
Bolero. It's
Like
just
ballet,
a style. Now,
ballet.
bolero.
It's a ball.
Ballroom?
Ballroom dancing
No.
type of. That's always.
Probably
That's,
bolero is ballroom.
It's more like
Could be,
classical
because it's a ball,
style
right?
music.
yes, yes. So that's been the number one hit across the United States up until the 60s. It took them from like the 40s, 50s, and even in the 60s until finally it caught on where it was like, hey, this rock and roll thing, you know, is going to be number one in the
Something there.
yeah.
Yeah,
But I thought that was interesting that ballroom classical music was number one for.
Yeah, but Elvis started the rock and roll thing, scene because there was all the moves and whatnot. And
For sure, he did.
The girls were just like,
Yeah.
But it still
He'd
wasn't
flick his
number
hips
one.
around.
It still wasn't number one music in the country.
Did you see the movies about it? The movies about Elvis? They don't know the names, of course.
well, there's one, Walk the Line. It's like more about Johnny Cash, but you see Elvis.
Yes.
That's a great movie
Okay, yeah.
with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
But there is one movie
Seen that
that I
one.
really don't know the name,
Yeah.
and it is about the history of the
Because
music
you're
and how like
I walk the line.
the not it wasn't like it wasn't a good music to listen to. It was like considered like lower class music,
Exactly.
the rock and roll. The Elvis was.
Well, because he also would hang out with a lot of black musicians because a lot of his inspiration was from black soul,
Like
blues.
Yeah.
And it's interesting if have you ever listened to like a Rolling Stones or a Led Zeppelin album?
Yes.
Yeah.
Houses of Holy or 40 Licks or anything like that. You have your pop number one songs that are popular that you know the Rolling Stones for, Led Zeppelin for. But if you listen to the other
Mainstream.
music, they're mainstream. Yes, they have their mainstream songs that sound American and pop and stuff like that. If you listen to their other music on those albums, it's all blues. It's all my baby left me da 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 da. She left through the door da 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 da. It's all Americana, that black music that came from the South, blues music that Elvis, popularized. Johnny B. Good, Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry.
Popularized. So I find it kind of interesting that when we say the Rolling Stones, we talk about all their pop hits that we know them from, but if you listen to their actual albums, they're all blues. They're blues albums. They're slower rock and roll, kind of like a country feel to them. It's really interesting.
I like
catalog.
I like it more on like a faster pace. Rock and roll. So yeah, that's why I was saying instead of like the 50s and 60s, I'm more like end of 70s and 80s, 90s.
I'm right there with you too, Hilton. That's my.
I think it's. Look,
Listen,
you're
But-
born.
but I like
It's all subjective.
Listen to that.
But I like Pet Shop Boys.
Yes, all day, diamond a dancing now, all day.
Which is a dance music.
yeah.
Yeah, like the 80s was all the like all the electronics. When Tamiris listens to that, she's got a stomach ache because she doesn't like the the organs and everything.
Disco.
The disco, disco is more in the 70s, late 70s, right? So, but you're talking about New Order, Pet Shop Boys, George Michael. This is like
Corona.
one of revolutions. I think it's when Madonna and Michael Jackson popularized the pop. I mean, if
Elton
you allow me.
John.
Elton John, yeah, that's 60s, man. That's
Yeah.
50s. Elton John is like end of 50s, beginning of 60s.
He's got some hits.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, exactly. But think about the artists with the most hits. I'll put Elvis Presley all the way up there.
Beatles.
Beatles,
Led Zeppelin.
all right? So Michael Jackson,
Michael Jackson
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah.
10
sure.
songs at least.
Michael Jackson's like that.
Michael Jackson,
music
right?
that is boring. It's every single music's
No.
good.
Do you remember in Brazil in
Drake.
Fantástico that they would always put they would always put it
Lamar.
the clip
The zombie one.
late at night. So in
The
Brazil,
zombie.
man, I don't know how it was here. Of course, it was way more
Thriller?
here. The Thriller, what else?
The
Thriller.
The music video?
Yes, black and white. It's black. It's white. yeah. Have you seen this? Changes the face, right?
Yeah.
Man, every video was a movie, if you remember,
No, Michael Jackson was just unbelievable.
right? So
Any music was good.
from him,
Yep.
he's a full
That Thriller
artist.
album
Yeah,
is amazing. Hit after hit after hit.
yeah. Billie Jean, right? So beat it.
Just be
Just beat it, right? So Moonwalker. Yeah, this is the Moonwalker, right? Like
I used to sing "Be There, Be There, Be There."
I'll be there.
I'll be there. I'll be there is Michael
Instead
Jackson.
of "Be There,
The Jackson
Be There."
Five.
Jackson
Be there,
5,
be
yes. Just call my name and I'll be there. Right? There's a song that he also sings for his mouse or his rat. I don't remember. He's got a friend.
Girlfriend.
You've got a friend, and there's
Is that Michael Jackson?
I'm mixing up,
Got a friend.
and then it's not him. But there's one that he sings about.
Toy Story.
Yeah, about his. I can't remember the one he sings about. And you think it's a pet. You think it's like a dog or a cat.
What are we
but it's
talking
a
about?
rat.
We're talking about 4th of July on music. I'm
4th of July, celebrate, you play music, you drink beers.
If
Yeah.
I talk about music, I gotta bring my guitar.
You're gonna say,
Come on.
hey guys, what's your favorite firework?
Exactly.
That's a good question.
It's the one
though.
that pops.
Yeah.
It's such a.
The ones that fail, it's not really good.
But music is such a great topic because
It is.
it's embedded in the culture. I mean, it tells so much about the culture, about how much you understand. And look at how American and British music is embedded in the whole West. I wouldn't say the whole world, but for sure in the West. And I would include South Korea, Japan, Australia.
I think it's similar to like artists want to be like athletes, and athletes were like, oh, I wish I could be an artist. And so it's like stuff that goes on in the UK, it hits over here, like Ed Sheeran and like everybody that comes over, and then stuff here makes it all the way overseas and pops. I think it's just a
in
longing for what you don't have locally.
In
Right.
UK, there was
Adele?
Adele?
It's like a pirate radio. That's not a registered radio. We have to do an episode on that, George. We have to do an episode on music,
Nice
but
fire.
bringing history a little bit with it,
the
like
rain.
bringing documentation that we can actually share, like prepare a little bit, because they used to have like a ship.
Like sea shanties.
Well, yeah, I mean, it would be like international waters, and they would be transmitting radio waves
From everybody?
to UK
Oh, okay.
because they didn't have the license because
That's cheeky.
and it was like a pirate radio station.
So that's where pirating music probably came from?
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
interesting.
Sort of like
Yeah.
LimeWire. And
I love bar
And they used
music.
to have the
music, I would love
singers or the artists going. They would get on a boat, go to the ship,
do a live.
do live.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually kind of cool.
It was. I mean, the history behind it. It's really interesting. There is a show I think on BBC that I watched when I lived in UK. It's really. I mean, we need to prepare to talk about that one day. We got.
Music, we can actually cover in many different podcasts because I agree with you. There's so many. There's this Vox, like the channel Vox that shows how difficult American anthem is to sing, how difficult it is to put the right intonation.
The national
how to-
anthem?
Yeah, how to
national
sing
anthem.
correctly.
One of the most difficult.
Yeah,
It
you,
is,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
know the words, but
Hitting the right tones and pitch. and everything.
it's so hard. So this is a 7-minute video. If you guys haven't watched it, I can send you because it's worth it watching. So there are so many other interesting things. We can mention. we can mix movies and and songs.
I hit the whole thing in tenor or like a bass. Like, don't ever even try to hit high notes when it comes to the natural.
Oh,
Did it
the
goes
national-
deep.
Oh, say can you see?
I don't know.
See, when you get a group together, it starts to
No,
sound
we
good.
should, but it makes sense. Now that it makes sense, we should sing, because of the, the 4th of July. Here you have what you wanted.
I need the lyrics. I can sing. Just saying there. I'm a Jedi of a singer.
We can put a karaoke there. You can put a karaoke.
I am not a karaoke person.
No?
No.
Well, Tamires just bought one. 2 Fridays ago, we spent like 3 hours, just the two of us, singing.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was like stupid song. Like, because I have to come up with a stupid song, and then she's like, no, I'm going to come up with something even more stupid. And then we...
No, just
we keep
sing the
going.
nice ones.
Why? It's much more fun.
You practice your voice.
Oh, no. That's not our goal.
You get into the rhythm
Our goal was...
instead of being out of tune.
True. I like it.
True change.
I like black female
me.
female voices. Aretha Franklin.
Gladys Knight.
Yes, classics. Like I like that. So that for sure is
I
one
grew
of
up
my
listening
favorite.
to that stuff from my dad. So he has a black dog and a black cat. Both females. It's Gladys and Aretha, named after those two.
Perfect. Yeah. So Billie Holiday, all this classics. I like it, man. As you said, I mean, we are eclectic, right? So I like Tina Turner.
Eclectic. Tina Turner.
I like Tina Turner.
What not to like? That voice going sky high.
And probably 3 or 4 songs of Tina Turner. Even,
gotta admire
even if you
that.
haven't
Yeah.
never seen her singing, Simply the Best, right?
Simply the best. Yeah, I mean, to be honest,
Alicia
not every
Keys.
single music
Alicia
is gonna be
Keys.
something that you
Yeah.
like, but you gotta appreciate, the ones that really hit it. So
But here is one thing you don't know about me that I truly love since I was 5 years old.
Beatboxing.
Bob Marley. Bob Marley. What's that? What is that?
beatboxing.
Beatboxing.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
It
I
goes
love
like-
it. I love it too. But yeah.
Have you heard the new song? It might be Bob Marley's grandson. It's a new artist, YG Marley.
No, I
And
haven't.
now he's
I haven't-
making new music, kind of like similar genre. It's pretty good.
Yeah, so I always
you one
like
after the podcast.
because my mom for some reason liked reggae, and then
I always felt like, how do I dance this thing? Because it's like you move when you are not supposed to. You know what I mean? It's like it goes like,
No,
and
it's-
then you go
just
like,
smoke weed.
man, it's
You
a
know what I mean?
swing dance. It's a swing
Yeah,
dance.
free.
Yes.
yeah, but not with the
kinda
beat.
like-
It's
You
upbeat.
think so?
Yeah, the way to
Really?
dance. Yeah, the way to dance.
For
reggae.
me, it's the opposite. Like reggae
No,
is like
little
the
birdie.
Youthmet movie. Is it how we perceive
You
songs
dance
different?
out
The
of
movie already
tune.
come out? Did you see it? The Bob Marley movie?
I haven't watched it yet because like.
Now who hasn't seen movies?
Oh yeah.
But most of the, I'll tell you why.
Getting back to your George.
Yeah, but it's just that I don't want to be frustrated. I don't want to be frustrated because most of those movies they sanitize the characters in order to be more sellable. So I don't watch it biography, like biographies, and I
like biographies.
no, but I like reading them, but not watching them. But I understand is when I see that, like the things I know about him, and then the movie just not covering that,
Yeah, it falls
so
flat or something. Yeah.
yeah, it got to a point that some people said that he wasn't even able to speak anymore because he smoked so much because he would talk to you singing.
He would have a voice like that.
He would sing to you. He wouldn't speak to you. Just like Louis Armstrong too. He wouldn't speak anymore. He would sing to you every time he spoke with you.
I thought the movie about like the NWA was pretty good with Ice Cube.
I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, I
that
haven't
one was
watched
pretty good. His son plays him, so I thought that was kind of cool
Yeah.
because that's another like revolutionary thing that happened. Style like at the time, when rap really took off in like the West Coast.
A rap in a group, a group
Yeah.
of rappers together.
And I think also we have this tendency now that the social media popularize so many other songs, like short songs, because sometimes you expect how many songs we don't know the full song, but we know just the chorus, right? Just the
TikTok
bass
or something.
yes, like
TikTok.
that's it. I mean,
I didn't know that million dollar baby song that's really popular now
It's a good song.
until I was watching YouTube Shorts and I'm like, dude, that song hits. And then I was like, okay. And I found out he only does like 2 or 3 songs.
Yeah.
He's a new artist, but his other songs are very similar. Like he's got a good voice.
That is a good one.
It's
yeah.
a good one. But that again, to that point, social media.
He's the only reason you heard it.
How many songs are popularized because of movies? 7. The
Just
movie.
7 songs. That's
7 songs.
7 the movie.
Minimum 7. Yeah.
What's that? I'm sorry.
He's trying to play a joke or something.
Yeah.
Because his face.
I'm not getting that. You look.
Like, what the fuck?
His face.
What are you talking about?
So washing.
Come on, Bob Marley, keep up right here.
What do you mean?
You said how many songs are popularized by, and I said 7.
I
You
know,
didn't
I
even
know, but
finish
this
the
is like.
question. He's just messing with you.
I know. Okay, now I got it. So far, I didn't get it.
That was my answer. 7 songs.
Seven
That's
songs. 7. Okay, can you mention them?
Thousands of
Okay.
songs.
it. No idea. No.
No.
The
No
one you
fact
mentioned
check.
Somebody
earlier.
said-
Don't
something
bet, yeah,
that-
just 7.
George Estiloso. Okay.
Estiloso.
Jorge tá estiloso hoje, é. Style.
Hiding my.
Style.
Yeah.
Well, he's flexing
Got
again,
a pinky
Rodrigo.
cap on.
Yeah.
Flexing é quando ele tá showing off, é quando ele tá. Tipo. Ah, porra, não é aparecendo. O que é flexing em português?
Lex is just showing. Se mostrando. Se mostrando.
Tô se mostrando
É.
as habilidades.
Showboating.
It's showboating. That's
If
it.
you put your ash in another one, showing the.
Yeah, I could do that.
Oh,
About
yeah,
movies.
the back of it.
About movies. Think about Back to the Future. How popular he made that song.
Oh,
You remember
Back
the
to
movie?
Future is a good movie.
Do you remember the song?
Oh, he's already gonna hate me.
No, have you watched it?
I'm gonna rewatch Back to the Future.
It's fine, man. It's from the 80s, right?
I've never seen any
So, when
of
were you
them.
born?
97.
97. Okay, so this is from the first movies from 85.
Yeah.
So that's 14 years.
But they went to the future, so they might have
So
seen
Dylan should have
have
seen it.
somewhere.
Yeah.
I should have seen it. It was a popular one.
Yeah.
You're gonna like it. You're
It's
gonna like
pretty good.
it.
It's pretty
Earlier,
good.
like the "You Got a Friend in Me," boom! I just think of Toy Story,
Toy Story.
You
Yeah.
get that, yeah.
Woody, and
And how about Jurassic Park? If you listen to that song, you think about the movie. If you watch the movie, you
Hold on.
only think about that song.
I'm gonna say a
the whole
movie,
time.
and the whole.
Can you sing it?
No.
I bet he can.
Yeah. Sing
I'm
it.
gonna say the movie.
forgot his-
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
All of the songs.
Yeah.
All of the songs. I bought at the time a CD.
The soundtrack.
Yeah, all of the songs are great on that movie. That's why I like Quentin Tarantino movies. It's like
be a woman.
unbelievable.
I like Tarantino in general. But to your point, I also think TV shows also popularize music that you might not necessarily know. I know I was watching Ted Lasso, and towards the end of one of the last episodes when he takes the drugs to figure out a new offensive scheme for the team,
Yeah.
where he does the triangle, they play Light by Michael Quindazzi or something. I forget how to say his last
Such a
name.
great show.
And the song is beautiful. It's a really beautiful song. It's got like a good beat to it, and I go, dude. And then I looked it up on YouTube, and everyone's here. All the
It's like-
comments are like, "You're here because of Ted
Like this
Lasso,
and
aren't
watch-
you?
yeah.
You're only here because Ted Lasso told you to look up this song."
Right.
I was like, God damn it!
That
Like,
does happen.
Yeah.
but it's been out for like 6-7 years, and it was just kind of a song that flew under the radar. Maybe some people that enjoy his music really liked it,
Yeah.
but until Ted
I've seen
Lasso,
stuff about that too. It's culture. It takes a minute for things to pop in. When something becomes the culture.
Hooked
Just
on a
like-
And
feeling.
then it, boom.
Just like Puff
pops
Drink
up.
Talk podcast. It's taken a little bit, but I tell you what, like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends.
Consistency,
And,
buddy.
we'll get to the top here too.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
We still have a
Hooked on a
20 years to
feeling.
go. It's fine.
Right? Hooked on a feeling.
Bah,
That hooked on a
hooked
feeling.
on a feeling.
Yeah,
That's in
exactly.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Exactly, and it's from the
Uh-huh.
70s.
Yeah.
It's a
That's why I was telling-
Swedish band. It's a
I
Swedish
have
band.
the Guardians playlist on my phone because all of
Exactly.
those are bangers. And
Yeah.
Right.
It's like volume 1 through volume 3, all in a playlist together, and they're all so good.
There is a song also from Johnny Cash. It's one of my top 5. Johnny Cash, like "Hurt." Have you seen
Yeah.
it? It's not from him. It's not his, but
He redid it.
he
It's like
in
a cover.
1999, I think.
Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah.
That song was played in the Wolverine movie.
Exactly. That's why he popularized back, so badly.
Yeah.
So songs do that, Songs actually help popularize. Can you imagine most of the movies you really like it without a soundtrack? Think how it would be
No.
without a soundtrack.
Music is everything in the movie.
Yeah.
You got a scary movie, and then, well, not only
Well,
that.
so how about this? And I was gonna say, let's play. We'll just go around, pick a music from a movie, sing it, hum it, or do whatever, and then let's see if we can guess the movie.
Oh, I'm so bad at that.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah,
Kill
Kill
Bill.
Bill.
that's a good one.
That was a good.
Yeah,
That's mine.
That's a good
Okay?
That one was redone by like a rapper not too long ago.
Yes, I've-
2015 or something.
yeah.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
So mine was this.
Okay. You got one?
I don't even know.
No,
if
I don't.
I don't
Okay.
have one.
Donna.
Jaws.
Yep.
What was that?
Jaws.
John.
Da-da-da.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Don't. Right? Don't.
You know, I don't know. The thing is, it's not music only. It's
Lines.
it's the sound that they put in, but they put in.
But that's
Right.
so that's my point.
Like
is,
Interstellar. If you look at like, if that movie didn't have like is it Hans Zimmer?
Yes.
Yes.
Dude, incredible.
Yeah, incredible. Yeah, Interstellar is.
But
yeah.
that's my point, is that it could be either an already popularized song, or it could just be classical music, something that evokes an emotion. Because what George just did and what I did, everyone instantly recognized, oh, that's that.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it evokes that
Jingles.
You remember, like Jaws. Oh man, I forgot. I was so afraid to go into the pool after watching that movie. Kill Bill. You remember? Oh, that was such a great movie. I need to watch another tier. So there's that that connection between it.
That makes you.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
That actually, what you said right there, it makes you understand.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
There's something
Ghostbusters.
strange
Yeah.
in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call?
Go.
Ghostbusters.
Come on, Hilton. You got to come up with one.
Come on.
Well, but what I want to say is like, remember. Well, not you.
Don't
won't
push me.
remember, right? But when you see the history of it, because I've done it, right? I've watched like movies from Oscars like the 1930s.
So you need
Right.
to read up on this, Conrad, if you're gonna ask this question.
Sorry. Yeah.
So basically,
You uncultured swine.
Fuck, I feel retarded now. He's like this question.
I've done it.
before sound was on movies,
Silent films.
silent films,
Yeah.
and people were still like amazed by the films and how the actors would act, and of course most of it would be comedy, right?
Right.
So Charles Chaplin, right? And that's why people, even today, they say like one of the best actors that ever been is Charles Chaplin, because he could keep you
Transmit. Yeah.
sitting in your seat for 1.5 hours watching a movie with no soundtrack.
And to that point, Hilton, I never even considered that, but you're absolutely right. To act and you instantly go like, oh, I know he fell down and probably broke a bone, and you could hear the snap, or you can internalize the sound, the music, or you can make up what's happening. That's pretty amazing, honestly.
You think of one for that?
No, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about it right
See if
now.
they guess it.
No, I
Besides,
don't
yeah,
remember the right.
The right tone.
Yeah.
the song is the sounds are so
tired
important.
today. I'm
That
really,
the first
really.
Batman, remember
I'm
they have
off
pow,
today.
boom.
Yeah.
Oh, they would put it on the screen.
Exactly.
What's
So,
that called? That's there's a name for that.
oh yeah.
Ah, yes, there is a name for that. They like the Batman series.
I used to watch the Batman TV series
Yeah.
with my dad. It's his favorite.
The old one,
superhero.
right? The old
yeah,
one.
the old ones. Ready to go. Boom.
Exactly.
Pow. There's a name for that. Is it onomatopoeia?
Yes.
Oh, it could be.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Really? Is that
Yeah.
Yes, I thought you were talking about the putting this thing in movie in
That
cartoon.
is.
But that's what
No,
it
The
no,
is.
pow itself is an onomatopoeia.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Because onomatopoeia, it means like, this is an onomatopoeia, right?
Right.
So any sound. Yeah.
I'm gonna not spell this correctly. I'm sure.
Onomatopoeia, but it's fine. It's good. Onomatopoeia. It's in Portuguese.
Man,
the same.
you pulled that one, from deep within.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Your culture.
This is old. This is our figure of speech, you know.
The younger
Those are
of us, the younger of us here has pulled it off.
Onomatopoeia.
By the way, before you see George is flexing up there on the screen. Look at that. Can you? I probably won't be able to get the mouse up there.
Right
But-
above the mouse.
Yeah, right above the mouse, we got George flexing. So.
Also, the songs.
And we added this.
We added the little screen.
Oh,
So
Oh, so it could show us while
Oh,
we're.
that's so
Oh, man.
cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Also, I was thinking about how songs influence the art itself. Think about
Like dating?
Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
Think about Lord of the Rings without all the songs. If you read the books, I mean, there's so many different races there, right?
Yeah.
And
Well,
singing
they have
different songs.
They have a lot of music in the books, and then
Yes.
you, for example, reading it, I go like, how do I sing it?
Yes.
You don't know.
The audiobook is great for
You
that.
create
The audiobook is
something,
great, yeah.
right? When you go to the movies, there is a soundtrack, right? But yeah, the audiobook probably would be even different.
That's like a really good
it's like
reason.
you got three versions of the same thing, and you experience three different
Yes.
stories because of the songs.
In book one, they are in the bar. Frodo's in the bar, and then they're drinking like crazy. And then there are like 7 or 8 different types of races being demonstrated. So this guy knows how to sing many. So it's no. When it's the elves, you have to do this because they've been singing for 10,000 years.
Yeah.
So that's why it gets to a different pitch. And so for Game of Thrones, for Lord of the Rings, yeah.
That's Game of Thrones.
You a Game of Throner?
Are you a throner?
Are you a Throner, bro?
No, I watched up to season 2, and I was like,
Great job. Watch it only before.
You're missing the best. You stop at season 2, you miss so much.
Don't you have FOMO?
And then House of the Dragon now.
Fear of missing out.
You
Oh.
uncultured swine.
I would say,
no.
Get him there. Get him now.
oh my goodness,
What happened was there was like too many heiresses, Daenerys's, Generyses.
That is
Yes.
the case in
Generic
House of the Dragon. There's like multiple Aegons. And multiple,
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, I don't know who the
Rhaenyra,
fuck they're
Rhaenys.
talking about now.
Yeah.
Who's sleeping with what cousin?
Yes.
I can't keep
There is
up.
one thing
I'm
that I
sorry.
told-
they marry brother and sister.
Hey.
I know.
Don't keep up.
Just keep watching.
Just
Do you
keep
know
watching.
why?
Dude, I promise
If you
you.
try
it's
to
worth
keep
it.
up with somebody, they die.
Hey,
Yeah.
there are only
Yeah,
there are
that's
only
true.
4
Don't
seasons.
keep
Just to
up.
let you know, there are only 4 seasons. Okay, the rest is not. It's just something else. Have you seen the picture in which is like a perfect
All I'm saying
horse?
is it's
Like season
satisfying.
Yeah.
season 1 to 4 is like a perfect horse. It's a picture of a horse.
Oh, yeah.
Then season 5 is like
like a pencil
fucked up,
drawing, yeah.
6, and then just a little bit of season 6 is like a horse again, and then it's like a kid's. Season 7 and
7
8
is
is like,
just a dark
kid.
screen.
Yeah, exactly, a dark screen. So but there's a specific song on Game of Thrones that one of the families, the Lannisters,
kills every single soul of a different family there. So there's a song right in the middle, and
Ruined it for him.
it's called the Casimir,
Yeah.
right? So, and I remember once Tamiris and I, we were like one of the worst thunderstorms in our city. We were straight in a hotel because we couldn't leave, and then Tamiris and I started singing this in the hotel. Everyone's like, what the fuck is happening here? Is it a cult or something? Because we were singing a song. If you ever listen to the song, it's scary. You know, so it's a part of the script,
What is
right?
what is
lore.
the theme song for Dexter?
Don't remember.
Oh, Hummer.
It's unremarkable for me because I
You don't
haven't
remember,
watched
you do.
it.
Huh?
Do you remember it or
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
But I have a friend of mine, and he made a deal with his wife. Every time they watch Dexter, they have to watch the whole
Opening.
beginning, like the opening scene, because of not only the song but also the sequence of scenes.
The image reveals a lot.
Have you not watched Dexter?
Yeah, I've watched Dexter, but I don't remember. That was years
Did you see
ago.
the one where they they brought it back? And it was,
The
Right,
new one?
a
No.
recent one. Yeah,
yeah, the new one. It's interesting.
No, I didn't watch it.
So we all didn't. It was like a cliffhanger. We weren't sure what happened at the end.
Setting up for another season 2 of
Deborah.
Dexter.
His sister died,
Deborah.
and he took the boat into like a hurricane and like jumped. And you don't know what happens, but apparently he survived. And of all places, I think he ended up in like Alaska or something.
Did Deborah survive?
No,
And Deborah is
I
actually
think she was already dead.
his wife in real life.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Interesting.
Is that his sister in the
They were
movie?
the
brother and
show.
sisters
Oh
in the
my!
show.
That was,
Some real Cersei stuff going on.
I know, right? The Lannisters are there. Yeah, and the Targaryens also. They married.
Dexter is such
Were you
a
up to
good
date on the new
series.
season?
It's such a
The
good
House
I have
series.
no. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna.
You're
binge
gonna wait
it.
till it's
I'm
all
gonna-
out
Yes,
and
I'm
then
gonna
it-
binge it
It's
later.
unbelievable.
This Sunday is supposed to be like one of the best. They said it rivals with like the Red Wedding episode from Game of Thrones. It's called Dance with the Dragons.
Yes, well,
Totally.
it's the name of a book. One
So
of the books in the series.
we went
Dance
from
with Dragons?
music
Yes.
So
to movies and series
shows.
and TV shows. And it's 4th of July.
And it's 4th of July, yeah. Tomorrow.
I just wrote here a thing. Are there any singers or actors that you hate the person but you like the music?
hate the person, like the music.
No, because I don't go after finding out about the person.
I think
Sometimes
But sometimes it gets to you. You don't have a choice.
I might be petty. Like if I hate the person, I will like just not listen to
Exactly.
any music.
That's my whole point. Yeah, I
I
agree.
think as like a teenage boy or like Justin Bieber, I'm not going to listen to that. But you listen to some of his songs, you're like,
I
nah,
have Formula 1 drivers.
it's not bad.
Yeah.
You hate the driver, but you respect the drive, or what?
No. I respect the drive because he's a good driver, but I don't like the person.
You could have sang Ayrton
I
Senna's
think you beat him in a race.
No, but they wouldn't know.
I would. Rodrigo would.
Well.
Ayrton Senna's.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, 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 ba-na-na, ba-na, ba, ba-na-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na. So, every time Ayrton Senna won, Brazil would stop. You know, so
That song, yeah.
When football season comes around, it's like Fox, NBC, they all have their own music. Going
I love them. I love them. Right? Yeah.
CBS, they're all
NBA
different.
too has it. Yeah. So. Yeah. Thanks. Exactly. How about songs from your childhood when you? Well, songs from your first of all from your childhood.
Well, okay. I have one they won't know. It's Da manga rosa quero doce o sumo.
Well, how will they know?
Exactly.
Okay.
It's so sad
How would they
that
know?
some of the
They'll never
Brazilian
know.
music doesn't get out of Brazil because it's in Portuguese. Some are really good.
Yeah, language. Yeah,
Yeah.
language is a problem too. Yeah.
Translated to English, it probably wouldn't be so good.
I think the only song
They could potentially
America
have
has no
the same
Brazilian
rhythm,
song is
the same music, but not the same
Olha
lyrics.
que coisa
right?
linda, mas cheia de graça. Because it's bossa nova, and then
Yeah, and
it was sold to
Tom
the world,
Jobim, yeah.
right? It was sold to the world, right?
It was actually famous here because of the girl, the lady.
Frank Sinatra sang the song with Tom
Yeah.
Jobim, so it made it
Yeah, it's
popular.
one of the most famous, Garota de Ipanema, which is one of the most
Woman,
famous
yeah, the woman
Brazilian
from
songs
Ipanema.
Yeah.
of all times. And if you go to any place and they go like, oh, there's an important Brazilian person there, they put that music on. Like restaurants, and they don't even know what that is, but they put that music on.
Brazilians here. Let's serve in a caipirinha and let's put the song, you know, like he's gonna like it, and put a lot of butts and put soccer on the TV.
For sure.
So it's reductionist, you know, like that's what every single Brazilian is.
But it's
Yeah.
sad because there are a lot of good Brazilian
You just
music that
label
don't get
all
out of
these
Brazil
things that aren't bad.
because of the language.
No, it's just fun. I'm sorry, man.
No. Yeah. It's not important. It's Brazilian music in Portuguese.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it out here.
Yeah.
Oh, we got another comment. Bob Young.
Bob Young. Hey,
writing
Bob.
Portuguese.
How's it going,
He's
Bob?
writing Portuguese.
Yes, man.
Saying, good job, folks.
Yes.
Obrigado.
I helped them. I showed them how to translate. So Bob writes me in Portuguese
Oh, cool.
because of the cell phone new functions, right?
Hey, Bob, we want you here.
Yeah, we want you here, Bob.
Yeah, we got a
Smoke a
special camera
cigar.
for you in here, so.
Bob has a Facebook group about cigars. I'm gonna send you two guys.
Oh,
He
we
always
gotta
reviews-
join
I'm
that
on
group.
vacation
Yeah,
later
he
in the
reviews
month, so the seat will be empty. So it'd be a good time to book them.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Who's
yeah,
gonna be
you're
out?
going to the beach.
I'm going to the
We are going to the beach.
going to see the Sharks. You're going to be.
We're gonna
gone,
be there at the same time.
But will you be gone that same?
Oh, Spock is also talking to
Listen
us.
to Angra.
Angra.
Oh, I love Angra.
Yeah.
Yes, Angra. Man, Angra is a Brazilian,
Some Spock.
right? A Brazilian epic metal. You gotta watch. You gotta listen to this because it's really cool.
Angra is
I mean,
nice.
they're international. Like they open to top bands. You know, like they're friends with top bands too. This is a. I think what is the?
But they might open, Brazilian concerts.
No, they open to.
They open like
they open
international.
to AC/DC.
Because they sing in English.
good?
Yes.
They sing in English, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Animal is that even?
It's supposed to be a armadillo.
Well, Angra.
Like a poppy.
Angra is a
Swimming?
band that I listen.
Last
It
time
is
you
in
saw
my
an
list
armadillo
here.
swim.
Never.
Angra is a band is
Just
in my
get that.
list. Over here. Angra is a band is in my list right away.
into pieces.
Angra is pretty good.
I like that kind of metal.
Spock, tell us that guy that you are. The guy, he normally listens to a music of the guy that turns everything into heavy metal.
Oh, that band is awesome.
It's
Yeah.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
And he
Really?
gets like I don't know, any music, and he turns that into
Once upon a time, there's love in my life. You know?
any music. Yeah. Type it in there, Spock. Type it in there, please. You know the name of the guy,
Yes.
so that people can follow on YouTube.
Total eclipse of the heart. Yeah, like Guttural,
That
right?
is really good. It's really good. The guy's channel, man, on YouTube is unbelievable.
I would listen to a guy who redid Frozen and like heavy metal, like heavy metal, and my kids loved it. I was like,
Because they
Okay.
identify it, you know?
yeah, they identify, and it's
Never
just
seen Frozen.
It's great. It's a great way to show different
There were
genre,
like
music genre.
yeah.
not too long ago, like maybe 4-5 months ago, they had like a thing that not a meme, but a thing that they're like putting kids to listen to Led Zeppelin rock music, like AC/DC, and then they're like, I like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they're like enjoying it very much, and like kids the age of our kids.
Yeah. Yep.
So
I remember. I think I saw
Spock said
that.
this Joe.
From Frog Leap Studios.
Yeah, that's the guy.
It's
He does.
unbelievable.
He does. Yeah, he does a Frozen one,
Okay.
and and it's amazing. Yeah, I watched that guy too. He
Okay,
does a ton of different music. It's really cool.
Thank
Howdy,
you, Spock.
Obrigado.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have to. I can't do that with my hands, so I have to do it like together. You know, like okay, now I can do that. I can only do that if I
What's
put
the
it
Star
together.
Trek theme?
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyone know it?
No.
No.
My
We're
friends.
all
Spock doesn't know.
uncultured.
But there is a challenge.
Yeah, by
you
the
know?
way, if there is a new series like looking for a Spock or searching for a Spock, something like that, come to Austin, Round Rock, man. I'll take to his house. I know where he lives.
Exactly. So
And he's texting right now.
there was a thing that people would mix up Superman song, the original, with Star Wars and Indiana Jones. So
Oh,
if I
okay.
played the three together, one after the other, you get so confused that you don't know how to identify which. Because if it's
Ooh,
only
that's a
one, you
fun
say,
game.
"Oh,
Yeah.
Superman." Okay, that's Superman because the same guy created 3 songs.
Ah,
So-
gotcha.
I want to do that. That
You
sounds
know?
fun.
So which one is this? Which one is this? Is it so that's an interesting one? Yeah, exactly. That's Superman, right? That's Superman. The one is it?
What he's saying.
I don't know. Now I don't know.
Yeah.
Live long and prosper.
That's
Yes.
right.
Live
Like-
long and prosper.
Indiana Jones.
That's Indiana Jones.
But if you put it at the end, you're confused, or in the middle, or so I don't know. There's a game that is.
Huh, interesting.
It's a good one though. Indiana Jones, man.
Yeah, the originals. Yeah, the originals. Like
That's-
Dylan showed me the Star Wars theme in here. I just couldn't.
Could remember it.
Yeah, I couldn't rhyme it.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Superman for me is harder to remember. I graduated that song.
Yeah.
I graduated that song.
Oh, cool.
Because you could choose the song and speak for it 30 seconds, I think. Yeah, so. But I think the. What is this? I always call him the supermarket manager, which is Darth Vader. He's a supermarket manager. It's like. He was supposed to be the ultimate villain.
Yeah.
And then he was just a middle management. Middle manager from a Dennis. He's nobody. You know, he's nobody. I hate that. He was supposed to be like the most feared.
He had bosses too.
I know. He's got like So that was funny. That's the Imperial March. Imperial March, is that how you call it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know the song?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great.
Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great one. So I tell him,
Learned that
man.
on the recorder back in the day.
Yeah.
I love the recorder.
I do too. I'm trying to bring it back, but Sam's not about it. I found trying to buy some on Amazon. Like, let's learn how to play the recorder again. Piss our neighbors off.
And what is a typical Independence Day song? Besides the.
Proud to be an American.
Is
Where
it-
at least I know I'm free.
I think that's a new one.
What about movie?
Independence Day.
Independence Day. American
1 and
movie.
2?
Independence Day?
Independence Day. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
That one, and they go. It's Bruce Willis.
Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Yeah, Will
Yes.
Smith.
Michael Goldberg. Also, he does the scientists.
Oh, that's right.
No,
Scientist.
It's Jeff Goldblum.
Goldblum, yeah.
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 I mixed up the whole name.
Yeah, he
Put
is
gold in
good.
there though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man, he is good.
He's
yeah.
good.
Yeah. I never know names, man. I'm really.
He was in
Way.
Jurassic Park too.
Yeah.
Nature finds its way.
Yeah.
You remember the catchphrases, you know? Right?
And it does. Nature will find its way.
Yeah, that movie.
That's all that you're going to find on Twitter online is, thanking Randy Quaid for killing the alien invasion and giving independence.
Yes.
So, if you look online, it's just going to be pictures of him.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably.
What was the line that he says where he takes that old beater airplane and flies up? He goes, "Papa's home" or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Daddy's home, and then they
Might
explode.
be Daddy's.
Lord, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I haven't
his,
seen that in forever.
the first movie I watched with him was The Fly. Have you watched this movie? Disgusting movie
What
for
the-
a child. I was like 9 years old, I think. Right?
Rip that guy's hand off.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I can't see that far. Franquia concorrente. He's saying that
franchise?
it's the competitor. The Star Wars is the competitors of the
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Trek. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say that like it's hard to find someone who really loves both. You know, you either like one, okay, and love the other one. So if you're a tracker, you're not a.
Harry Potter.
I don't know about Harry Potter, but those two, you know.
Well, Harry Potter is more with
Lord of the
Rings.
Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they say that it's a copy of Lord of the Rings and whatnot.
Make it different enough for sure.
It different enough, and you know,
But I think
I like both though. To be honest, I love both.
Yeah.
You know, Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. I've
Same
watched so many times both. So many times both.
have you
Potter
wanted
Puppet Pals.
a long edition of Lord of the Rings, which is like 3 hours more?
Every time
2 hours
that
more?
Yep.
all of the times that I watched
Again?
again and over again, it was the longer version.
Yes.
To me, the one part
Uncut.
of the extended version of those Lord of the
Extended
Rings
version,
that
yes.
I wish that they would have kept was that gatekeeper guy, where he had the mask over his face and just like the blood coming down him. Yeah.
Which one?
In Return of the King,
Yes.
when they
Okay.
go to the gate and he comes out and it's just that, yeah, and he looks like that.
Alien.
That part, I'm like, dude, that is a metal. That is heavy metal, dude,
Yes.
right there.
That's right.
He gets his head chopped off. It's like, yeah, that was a cool part of it. It's like, why did they cut that out?
Yeah, but in Star Trek, it's a much longer and a more expanded world. They're trying to make Star Wars, with all this expansion and the continuation and whatnot, right? It's trying to catch up on the spatial wise, right? Like
Exploring the galaxy.
yeah, exploring a galaxy and whatnot. Star Trek was always like you cannot interfere, right? So
Me personally, I feel like Star Wars, and even now, is more fantasy based, where it's unrealistic. Where if we were to have an advanced space traveling civilization, it would be something very similar to Star Trek. So
yeah,
I think
that's the thing.
I think
Star Trek was
realistically-
always more like
yeah, Star Trek could be our future if we don't kill each other, and Star Wars is just like a fantasy
Yeah.
type of thing.
But that's where it divides, and that's why you don't have people liking one another. And Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, they're both fantasies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's like both worlds that it's inimaginable, right?
What I like about Lord of the Rings, the first time I read the book, was that this constant epic adventure that you have no end. Unless
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have to ride,
I see what you mean.
like you have to hide the ring, and the ring will actually consumes you. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like this,
And
you don't know where you're going.
And you cannot
No.
hide. You hide the ring, but you cannot hide.
Right.
yeah, because if you hide,
Because the ring
they see
knows
you.
where
Look
it
at that.
is.
If you
Yeah.
hide yourself with the ring, they will see you, or he will see you.
Yeah, exactly.
uh,
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you can try and hide, but you're never hidden.
Yes.
But there is something about
Yeah.
the books that I didn't feel that in the movies, and now with the other book I feel that better. What remember the first title is The Fellowship of the Rings, right? They knew that Frodo has the ring since day one. They planned everything. Everybody planned. Everybody was helping Frodo, and I didn't feel that in the book. In the book
movie?
a little bit.
No, in the movie, I felt like they needed somebody. What is the word I'm looking for? There was like innocent enough that wouldn't be corrupted by the ring.
I know, but I'm saying like it surprised me
Sure.
that absolutely everything in the bar, that bar owners, farmers, everybody was okay. Now it's time. They knew their role.
Yeah.
They all knew their role, and I didn't feel that in the movie. Like every single person was helping Frodo. I think Frodo was more like alone by himself in the movies.
But I feel like-
except for the 3 other hobbits.
But I feel
Well-
like it. Oh, I'm sorry.
And Samwell.
Samuel, yeah.
Well, and to that point, I feel like it summarized
Gandalf.
it. I think it summarized itself at the very end when Sam says, "I'm not strong enough to carry the ring, but I am strong enough to carry you."
You.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that was
pretty good.
That was
Great conclusion of this concept.
exactly.
Yeah. So
No, I from the movie, I felt that. Everybody knew that Frodo would be the only person that could take the ring, the journey.
That's true. But I didn't feel like Tom Bombadil, who is not in the movies, right?
Yeah.
Tom Bombadil, he knew the whole time.
Yeah.
People say Tom Bombadil is the writer, the Token. Token is Tom Bombadil.
Oh.
Because he's super powerful. Like he could have helped everyone so much better. I mean, I don't know. It's 60 pages in the book that was taken out of the whole book. 60 pages, guys.
But it was an interesting character that you just one-off see it and feel his power, and he's like, "I'm not going to help you. I'll just guide you out of my forest."
Exactly. I am like the Watcher.
Yeah.
I'm the Watcher. I have to watch because everything goes away. The cucarachas in me are gonna stay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he was one of the oldest, right? One of the oldest beings. We switched from songs to Lord of the Rings. Yeah,
It's a good
that's good.
switch.
Yeah, it is.
We've been switching over and over.
Yeah.
We gotta get Spock over here, and then we do one episode on
Star
only
Trek?
Star Trek. Yes.
I know nothing about.
I know a little bit because I've watched.
I know less than Jon Snow.
I watched probably about 25-30% of Star Trek, but not everything because we didn't have everything. In the north of Brazil. Some of the movies, some of the TV channels wouldn't work over there. So, and then we would
There are
lose
like
some of the
4
movies.
channels
Yeah.
available. Yeah.
So we lose something. Yeah, but
Yeah.
But one thing I like it is the beginning of TV series, enjoying the songs they put in there, like The Sopranos. Wow, man! Every time I was listening to that song in The Sopranos, do you remember the soundtrack of The Sopranos? I was pumping, oh my God, what's
have
going to
you
happen
watched
this
The
time?
Sopranos?
And Sopranos,
I'm right there with you.
it's supposed to be one of the top 10.
It goes like that,
Yeah.
right?
We are watching with The West Wing now, and the song. Every time the song started, like Tamir and I go sit in the sofa, and then we sing together. We like whistle together, Another one was Suits. The beginning is like was pumping, So I like the choice, the idea. Think about what is that? The Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
The song too, like it kind of puts you in the mood. The song puts you in the mood for that TV
ready
series,
for it.
especially.
Yeah.
I love that. I love how music influenced that.
By the way, we have been we are being watched on YouTube from the moon.
What?
Huh?
Look at this.
Da-na-na.
What
What's
the
that?
heck?
Right, so I'm gonna show you guys now.
Can you explain that? Because
Well,
lost.
So like a VR headset.
Spock is watching us with his Apple Vision Pro.
oh no!
And he's on the moon watching our podcast right now. That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's an inception there because I've showed that picture, so Spock is
Oh,
seeing
yeah, right.
the picture that he sent from the moon on the moon.
Yeah.
I remember another song that influenced the movie is like "Catch Me If You Can." Remember from Tom
the 80s,
Hanks,
yeah.
Tom Hanks and
DiCaprio.
DiCaprio.
Yeah.
The song, like the whole every time, and also every time he would
It's a great
lied.
movie. I love that movie,
I like
man.
that.
was a good
When I was
Every-
a kid, man, that
Yes.
was my the best movie ever.
Yes.
You know, for me. You
Really?
know?
I see why.
Catch Me If You
It's,
Can, yeah.
it's catchy.
It was like unbelievable.
Yeah.
And every time he lied,
It wasn't very catchy, right?
wasn't it?
No, the movie was catchy, but
Yes.
you know they
Didn't
weren't very catchable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would
But
always escape.
every time he lied, there was like every time he lied, there would be a sound
Ah, yeah.
showing
I
that he
remember
lied. You know, so I love that. I love when they do that in the movies. Like, do you remember Limitless? The movie Limitless.
Yeah.
That he takes the AZT or something like that. NZT.
THC?
No, it's NZT.
TNT?
TNT. I'm a dynamite.
TNT.
Yeah.
The ACDC.
Yeah.
And then he takes the drug, and then he
Wasn't that
he expands his.
Like extremely smart.
Yeah.
wasn't that Bradley Cooper's first
Yeah,
movie?
yes,
that's a
with
good movie.
Robert De Niro in the movie.
Yeah.
And
I've seen that in a long time. It's a
every
good
time
movie.
he
Took it?
took, and then it would be super colorful. But
Yeah.
when it wasn't like that, everything was grayish and black and white, and then he took it, and then he would
Like
see everything
vibrant.
colorful.
Yeah.
The same thing with the song, you know, like every time there's magic, they would put it that he would like. I'm
But
a
that's
doctor.
what I
I'm a
was saying
doctor.
about some of the silent movies. The song captivates you to keep watching the movies, right? But
It builds the suspense.
yes, in the olden days, you only had the actors' actions, right?
Yeah.
It's like crazy how how it all developed in a way that now we take it for granted, right? And then we go like, oh, this movie is not nice, man. You know, if
Well-
you look back,
It's all leaps and bounds.
yes,
Well, and it's funny you say that because I don't think those type of movies or actors really get their fair shake of being some of the best, of laying the foundation work of acting. Because you never bring up your favorite movies of Charlie Chaplin movies. You always talk about.
oh, I
stuff
have
now.
some. The one that he was a factory smoke, a factory worker. That was great movie.
Yeah.
From
The thing
1940
is-
something.
The thing is, your fan base is all dead.
Yeah,
Every,
that's
like
true.
you know, like
Oh yeah. It's been a long
you know
time.
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's hard to keep up. I mean, how many athletes from the 70s or 80s, right? So you,
Seven.
seven.
Seven, about seven.
You remember what
They're alive now. About seven.
Muhammad Ali
What's the
from the
Next
70s?
year might be 6.
Yeah.
Muhammad
Yeah.
Ali, it's popular. If you are into boxing, of course you know names. If you are into the sport, you know names. But if you are not into the sports,
There you go.
who do you remember? Maybe Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You remember, a few of them.
And
But
that's why every single era you'd have the GOAT. It's the GOAT of the year. There is no GOAT of all times. People say GOAT, but great of all times, that is not.
the goat of goats, right?
It's impossible.
It is impossible.
First, you can't put them next to each other, right? But I really love that. Unfortunately, you're not on Instagram, right?
I always record the
But
videos and send it to you.
I sent them Michael Jordan saying like people talk about the GOAT. I don't think it's about the GOAT. It's about the team. For example, and he's showing his hand, with the rings.
You can choose
The team
Bulls
of '91.
and then he's got a big ring, like bigger than his
And
hand.
then it's on, the team of '92 and '93, and then he goes on like the other, because they had 3 championships, right?
three times, twice three-peats.
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
three-peated twice.
And then he goes like, this one that I like the most, and it's the last one that he has on the second hand. And they're like, well, if there is another one out there, let me know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, that isn't. You know what I mean? So he was not talking about the team. He was talking about himself. You know what I mean? It's unbelievable.
See, that's why Michael Jordan, he goes down as the GOAT. My book.
Of the year, right?
Yeah, up there.
But
For sure.
But what he says makes a lot of more sense when you see how he was saying this. He was holding a baseball bat and is smoking a cigar. You know, and then he was
That's awesome.
you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, yeah. So he was saying, hey, yeah. So then he shows his hand. So come on. The guy would smoke, in the last season, he was smoking 3 cigars a day.
Yeah.
35 years old, right? This is crazy.
No, it's unbelievable. Some of these things, man. Yeah.
And I think athletes show up, the true GOATs, they show up when you don't expect them to show up. Or if you expect them to show up and they deliver, right? That game, they were behind, Jordan scores, steals the ball from Malone, who was pissed off because he was the MVP. He steals from him and scores the winner. And then he ends up his career there.
Karl Malone was
Think
good,
about
man.
that.
Yeah, he was.
But
Charles Barkley, oh man, it was so exciting to watch those games.
Yeah.
And you know what?
That final with Charles Barkley and Michael Jordan.
Yes.
What year was that? 93?
1993, yes.
Was just crazy. I mean, Charles Barkley on the floor, he caught the ball on the floor. So I'm gonna lose the ball, and he calls time.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I remember that vividly because I was watching that.
He was scoring 40
You were not
points.
born yet. Sorry.
He was scoring 40. He
It's
was
pretty
scoring
good
40 points a
It's
game.
an unbelievable game.
Then Jordan gets to the final, scores 45.
Yeah.
You know, you can only beat what you can beat. I mean, if was LeBron there, he would score. Okay, how LeBron was going to play? Okay, he's taking 12 rebounds a game. I'm going to take 13 in this game. Oh, he's assisting 12 assists. I'm going to assist 13 this game. So they complain about
That-
your opponent.
Charles Barkley and Jordan, I compare to Formula One, Alan Prost and Ayrton Senna. It was like two of the greatest, players, like taking the responsibility of every single point in the game, right? And it's like here, there, unbelievable. It's like,
Charles Barkley was on some teams that just had nobody on them. It was just him and
and it was him
4 other
against because what Jordan
Not
said
in the
about
finals, okay? In the finals, the team was excellent.
no, the team was good.
The team was really good.
But,
Only 93.
but
because
Charles Barkley
Kevin
was
Johnson was
pretty good.
playing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Kevin Johnson.
Kevin Johnson,
Yeah.
yeah.
Kevin, yeah.
He was
good.
at top 20 in his position, but he still. I understand. Like he wasn't playing against.
He didn't have a Pippen. He didn't have a Rodman. He didn't have all of those.
Exactly. Jordan had at least 3 more guys to help him out, and Barkley didn't.
But think about the number of All-Star games players that Jordan played with. Very little players. Because we have to think about that. Yeah, how many other players? Like Anthony AD from LeBron now. He was supposedly number 2. LeBron was 1. Oh, you have something?
No, I was gonna say, who has the most championships? Which player has won the most?
Russell.
Bill Russell.
Bill Russell, 11.
He has 11
rings.
championships.
Yes.
11 rings.
11 rings. If you want to say, the Chicago's and Lakers coach, he's got 11 rings as a coach and 1 ring as a player. This is
true.
This is awesome.
That's true.
So it depends on how you want to.
Because I was thinking Steve Curry, Steve Kerr.
He's got
What?
6 in total.
Yes, in total.
7 total.
Robert Ory has like 8.
Yeah. Some of the guys who played with Bill Russell also had like 8, 9 rings. But he was the only one with 11 rings.
11.
There are some players that causes more impact, like what Jordan did, right? It caused more impact to the game, right?
Really? Who?
Yeah.
I can't name one. I mean, I can say Curry. I can say
Curry right now is
yeah.
impacting a lot, but again, his team didn't make all the way through.
LeBron, but like I've seen LeBron. I've seen guys like LeBron, strong guys like LeBron. I think the longevity, for sure, LeBron's there. A machine delivering 27-7-7, 27-7-7. Do you know that he never scored 27-7-7 in a game? But that's his average.
But that's his average.
He never scored 27-7-7, and that's his average.
Huh.
This is
Well,
weird.
because when he was like more towards scoring, he would score more, and more towards
It was just that-
assistance. Yeah.
he's played 1,300 games, and it never happened. It's 1 in 1,300.
I see that when we were practicing, again, I'm gonna bring my trophy here. You know, when I beat PK, right?
That's gonna be, and I am the master flexor.
Yeah. Of course. Show your ashtray. I'll show you ashtray. Hold on. No, I'm gonna show you ashtray. I'll save the band for you.
All the suspense, you see?
The build-up.
Yeah, the build up, right?
Look at George flexing there.
Of the junk. Thank you.
Well, when we were practicing karting, right, we would divide the track in 3 parts. So to find out the time so that nobody would catch our time, to see, you know, if they had to improve to be able to be on pole or something like that, because my brother was always on poles, you know, depending on, you know, the time, because my brother was a really good driver. I mean, he still is. He's driving some, you know, national championship in Brazil right now in rental, you know, karting, but rental karting. And I think he won the championship last year or the year before, something like that.
Shout out Helder.
Yeah.
Shut out.
Yeah.
Cheers. And we would divide the track in 3 different parts. So, and then we go like, concentrate on that part, concentrate on the other part, and concentrate on the other part. So in that way, you would have the total time, like putting the times together to figure out how many seconds the lap would be. Like, let's say 51.33, right? But when he did the fast lap, he would never be on 51.33. He would be like 51.50 something. You know what I mean? Because he knew that he would have to concentrate on one specific part. But when you put it all together, you can't do it, which is the same thing as the 27.77, right?
Okay. All right. So you're trying to establish
Because you are.
I see what you're saying.
So in one game, he's doing more assistance, or more rebounds, or more points, depending on the game.
Right.
Depending how it plays out against your competitor.
But listen to this. There is this stretch of 21 games that Jordan played as a pointing guard. 20 games, he had a triple-double. 21 games, 20 games, he's got a triple-double. In the game he didn't get a triple-double, he got 16 assists because he was asked to do this task. So it all depends also on what it, you see, because it's a trade-off.
Yeah.
What is your more lethal at? Scoring. Killing them and killing the spirit of the other team. This is what matters at the end. You know, okay, now I have to actually pass the ball because I'm on a terrible night. And then he goes there. One of the games is with 19 assists. So it's what you're going to do with your time because you have a trade-off.
Right.
And you score, right? So this is what some dynamics change. One player goes to a team, especially in a sport where you only have 5 players with you. In American football, how many players do you have on the field?
22 total, 11 on each team.
11. Okay, 11. So just like soccer, right? So 11 players. The impact is diluted. Is diluted unless you're absolutely spectacular and you do something crazy. But it's diluted, and the game stop and go. You know.
But let me ask you this: you might know, I don't know. Even though you know, Andre is my brother-in-law, and
Howdy.
he's
Howdy, man.
He's a Schmidt, and his uncle is Oscar Schmidt,
Yeah.
which is the well, he might have
He got passed by LeBron.
passed by LeBron
This year, LeBron has surpassed him.
Yeah, but how long did that take? From when he retired to somebody beat that record on point scoring, right?
25, 30 years.
30 years,
25,
right?
30 years.
So when he retired, Michael Jordan, you know, came, you know, he retired here in the U.S. on a game against the USA, and Michael Jordan was like, I need to go and talk to him and talk, you know, like. Do you know what I mean? It's like I need, because it was such
legend.
He is a legend. He's a
He
legend,
is.
Sure.
and it's unbelievable. You know, things that go for such a long time, like Fangio. You know, 5 championships. How
was
long
like
did
50
that?
years old driving his
How
car.
long did that take?
That's crazy.
You know, to somebody surpass
53 his
that.
last year.
Yeah.
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 So
He's still available.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he could run in place of Chaco.
I saw a video
Finish
yesterday.
better.
Yeah, exactly. Right, finish better.
I saw a video yesterday and I was like, I can't believe this, but like the last game of Ronaldo, phenomenal. Ronaldo.
I sent you this.
You sent it to me?
I sent to him like the age that
That they
the
stopped
best
playing.
players in soccer stopped playing for the national team. Because it's a big thing in Brazil, you know, like national team, the Canarinha,
Yeah.
you know, it's supposed to be like the apex of any sports in Brazil, right? So then it's Romário, Ronaldo,
Ronaldinho.
Gaúcho, Kaká, Pelé, and then all these players stopped before 30. None
Before
of them
30.
played. 28 was the oldest.
And then we
29,
talked
I'm sorry,
about
Pelé was 29.
we talked about that not too long ago on a podcast about how it's impacting, you know, like drivers driving for such a long time, right? And then you know, or players playing for such a long time, and new players coming into the game, and then they don't have enough positions to play because
Right.
everybody's going for longer, right? And then it showed up to you, and then you sent it to me. It's like, it's impressive, you know, these guys. And for advertisement, for example, Ronaldinho, I saw an
26
interview.
years old, Ronaldinho played.
Yeah.
Last time he played for the national team. 26.
I saw a video, and he would go
I know.
like, "Oh, you gotta hit the ball 3 times on the bar."
Yeah, but it's fake. That's fake.
It's not.
It's fake.
I
It's
saw an interview.
I know. I saw it's fake. I saw that. The guy showed that it's fake. But it's just like Curry. Curry shooting the ball. Have you seen the one that Curry's shooting the ball like 8 balls, one after the other from outside of the end of his court, and he scored boom, boom again. No, you can't do that again. And he scores 8 times, and it's so perfect
It looks real.
that you really believe it's true. But this one, I'm sorry, I've seen that.
But I saw an interview. Then the
Okay.
guy was interviewing him.
Oh, of course. If I
And then
ever
he
give-
said like, "Man, it's just I'm lucky. I get there and I do it quick." There was the other one was like, "Okay, you have to score this basketball. You gotta score this basketball, and then so you gotta do some control with the ball, and then you have to score it." And so they planned for the whole day because they didn't know how long it would take for him to do that. And he came, he got the ball, and they're like, you know, kicking the ball, and he's like controlling the ball,
Yes.
and then he kicks it, and then it goes in. It's like, okay, that's done. And then all of the influencers and everybody there is like, we planned the whole day for this thing, and he comes in 3 minutes and he knocks it out.
Yeah.
You see,
He was good,
I mean,
he played for 26 years old,
in
and
the
then he
national
ended
team.
his career for the
National
Brazilian national
Yeah.
team.
But is that up to him or is that up to the selection?
It's a lot of combination. He was involved. There's a lot of controversy in his life. He was in jail for 1.5 years in Paraguay.
Oh,
for
but that's-
faking passport.
But that's now.
No, I know. But
He's just playing, you know.
he was playing for Barcelona. Every single time he broke. He's broken with the team. It was in bad terms. Every single team he played was in bad terms. You know, like his was causing problems. He
Ronaldo was like, who played more like
Romário.
being playful. Not play the game, but playful in life,
Yes.
right?
Right.
And then Ronaldo was like, I think Ronaldinho was my, you know,
My go-to, yeah.
no, my I don't know how to translate that. Hold on, my Padme. You know, if I do like Star Wars,
Yeah.
right? So he was my student. Like he was saying, like, I know Ronaldinho was my Padme. You know, what I mean, because Ronaldo was always very, very, very playful in life. No, you know what I mean, and he was good. And he was like, I could have played more if I didn't play so much outside of the field.
Right.
So that's what he was saying. And then Ronaldinho was like, he got it with me. So he was my.
Ronaldo, the phenomenon. I don't know if you ever heard about this guy as a soccer player. Ronaldo, not Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, which is like supposed to be real Ronaldo. He was playing for Corinthians, which is one of the where the two NFL teams are going to play in the stadium. Corinthians
Yeah.
was one of the biggest clubs in the world. I think top 20, top 15, top 20 maybe in size. And
Yeah,
he was like
Flamengo
25,
and Corinthians
30.
in Brazil, the biggest.
He was 50 pounds, 60 pounds overweighted, and he was playing. 60 pounds overweight.
And then he was a little bit chubby.
A little
And then
bit chubby,
the ball
man.
would get to him and he scores a goal.
Yeah,
It's like-
he would score. He would be better than the rest.
You know, it's like, how do you do that? I'm like, "Oh,
Do you have any?
I just know how to
Except
do
for
it.
baseball,
Crushing
because baseball is
beers. Yeah.
more common to see fatter players, right? You
Yeah.
know, it's common. But do you remember in American football too, right? Because when you're big, but other sports is really rare to have a really overrated player, right? Overweighted player.
Be golf.
Okay, sumo,
Yeah, golf,
of course.
Yeah,
Sumo.
Yeah.
Golf, you could have a very
John
fit
Daly.
player, but
A lot of them that are like top tier are fit, but you can get good at golf not being super fit.
very fit.
Can you think about a Formula One driver,
Oh no, because
Racer
the
be
weight
fat?
counts too much.
Because
The weight counts too
even
much.
fit?
or a jockey.
No, one
Yeah, exactly.
one
right.
kilo,
Yeah.
1 kilo in a Formula One track averages point
Oh, that's true.
2 of a second is lower.
Exactly. So that.
So, and then sometimes I go like, how do they allow, like Jensen Button at the time, he had a beard. So like, how do they allow, Jason Button having a beard, because that's weight that he could shave it off.
Oh my
Yeah.
God!
You know what I mean?
Same thing from
Because
swimming.
it gets that
They,
precise.
they
Yeah, you
remove
gotta shave everything.
their
Every hair.
from the body, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember a swimmer being overweighted.
Got another comment now.
It doesn't happen. Is that the curse of 27 years in soccer, like music?
What's that?
Who's asking this?
Spock.
Spock.
Is that the?
The curse of 27 years
Oh.
in soccer, like in music.
For soccer, no. It's for music for sure, right? For music, it is a thing, but for soccer, I don't think it is a thing. Especially because many
Maybe
players,
Brazilian soccer.
defender. Oh,
Maybe for the Brazilians, yeah. I don't know. Who is the oldest now that is playing?
I don't know. Maybe
Messi-
Thiago Silva.
Same.
Is 39. Modric is 39. Cristiano Ronaldo is 30.
No, but I'm saying
9.
Brazilian players.
Only Thiago Silva.
Okay.
And I don't even know if he's playing for the national team right now. I don't know. Maybe the level of competitiveness for national teams, you gotta be young because the game is so fast. Maybe that's it.
Maybe, but I mean, Messi just won.
The
you
World
know,
Cup and he was 35.
Yeah. So he's a little bit older.
He is, but I think I don't know if you know that, but Messi would puke many games because he would drink Coca-Cola and eat burgers before the game, and then
No, I
he changed
didn't
his
know that.
diet because he wouldn't last. Right? But he was
I didn't know
Ballon d'Or 4 times doing this.
Yeah.
You know,
There's a football player that did that too. Is it like Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco, or
am I the only one?
Terrell? I finished mine already.
I told you this won't last long, man.
Yeah, there's a long
For
lasting
a-
one.
Yeah, he's like
$10 stick.
all he did is eat McDonald's.
Yeah, I think that's Chad Johnson.
But I remember because the only season I watched baseball was in 1998 because of Sammy Sosa versus McGuire. Yeah. It was the only season I watched because I was living in Chicago. I went to to see the Cubs, and
Wrigley Field.
there was this curse on the Cubs because
The,
the Cubs.
The Astros went in 2018.
They won 20.
I don't remember the
2020?
year. I just remember watching it. Was it 2020?
They just
Well, it might have been. Yeah, 20.
they just recently won.
It might have been the first time because I was in New Orleans for like a bachelor's party. We were watching it at the casino, and that might have been like the first game they won, or the first series they won with like the cheating allegations with like the drone thing they were doing. or whatever.
2022 and
Drone thing?
2017.
17.
Drone thing you said?
No, I don't know if it was 17. Yeah, there was something they were doing like in the stands where they'd like make a noise, like they were reading the pitch or something, and they'd make a noise when it was
Yeah.
going to be a certain pitch, and they caught it all on audio. But that's how like they would tip somebody off they knew like the pitch that was coming.
In soccer, the controversy was the laser in the eyes, in the player's
Oh, they
eyes.
put lasers
Like
in
in
the
the
eyes?
penalty, they would put in the eyes of the goalkeeper or the shooter.
That's a problem.
Yeah, it goes a little bit beyond. But you know what? I've seen worse. Like Mourinho. He's a coach, soccer coach. He would say, you know what we're gonna do? Barcelona is gonna play here. We're gonna send the taxman to the building at 10 a.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. to knock on the doors to charge. Hey, you haven't paid your taxes, so the guys are trying to sleep. They wouldn't let the guys sleep. They would be outside with the fireworks. They wouldn't allow the guy to. Was that?
Weight is my problem with cart as well. Oh yeah.
Was that? Wait.
It's not only yours, Spock. It's mine as well. you know?
Exactly. Well, I don't have a problem in buses.
If we keep going to Prost on Sundays, I'm gonna have a problem too pretty soon here.
Why is that?
Sundays, man, is becoming a.
So if we keep going to Prost on Sundays, I'm gonna have a problem here too.
Oh,
'cause I
that's
keep
right. That's
drinking
right.
so much beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go to watch the Formula One. We bring the beer. You go home. We come back here and Spock, and then we do
The Vision Pro podcast.
and then we do the podcast, the Brazilian podcast.
Yeah.
About the Datacast, and we drink over here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then when I get home, and then sometimes this weekend, you
We
guys
had
came
barbecue,
home,
yes.
and then we had barbecue, and then we drank some more.
The previous weekend, they have a family too. The
I
previous
go
weekend,
home, Sam and I go to the pool,
And then
and
you
then
have
I
beer.
drink tequila.
Oh, it's even worse. It's like
Oh my goodness, tequila.
Oh, Tequila Mockingbird. It hits you.
Have you ever been super drunk with tequila?
Yes,
Yes.
of course.
I think it's the worst.
The last day of my
It's bad.
of my it's not doctorate. It's the
Bachelor's?
MSc. No,
Masters?
It's masters. Yeah, the last day of my masters in Campinas in Unicamp. The teacher's like, okay, let's celebrate because we are like finishing off today, and we drank so much tequila that day that I had to sleep over there. I sleep in the town, in a hotel, because I couldn't, I wouldn't be able to get home, in São Paulo because it's like 1 hour drive.
Maybe
Yes.
like 2 years ago, year and a half, something like that. One of my fraternity brothers came to town, and he was staying at our place. And he bought a bottle of tequila, and we were waiting to go out. And for whatever reason, he wanted to go out to like downtown Round Rock, like go drink. And we're just like
What's
doing.
wrong with that? Downtown Round Rock is fun.
Well, he's coming from out of town. He lives in Dallas, so he's like, if all people go like 6th Street, Rainy, the Domain, he's like, no, let's go downtown Round Rock. I'm like, okay.
There's some good bars in downtown London.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but
If
we
you
were
tell
just
me.
going shot for shots with like tequila. And next thing you know, like it was a handle, and Sam had some too, but it got down to like here, and we're like, all right, let's go. Everything was fine. We get in the Uber. And we're like 15 minutes on the road, and we're both just like talking shit to this Uber driver. She doesn't speak English, but we're not talking shit like being mean, but we're just like asking her all these questions. And we get out to the bar. I don't remember. We at some point in the night we like stopped to get pizza. I don't even remember it. I think I went inside to pee, and then he ordered just a pickle pizza. So cheese pizza with pickles on it.
Okay.
They brought it out to him. He's like,
He was very drunk.
He's like, I didn't order this. And they're like, yes, you did. And we asked you 3 times, are you sure you want a pickle pizza? And you said yes. And so he was all pissed off. And I was super sick that night. I threw up downtown Round Rock. I had my face in the pickle pizza pie on the way home. Like, if I throw up in this Uber, I'm throwing up on this pickle pizza. I had to like crawl up the staircase to my freaking apartment. I almost fell asleep in the tub. It was a bad night. Terrible hangover the next day. But we went to Round Rock Donuts.
When was that?
Oh, it had to have been like 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Jeez.
Around 2 years ago. That doesn't stop me. I'll still drink a little tequila here and there, but I can't drink that much.
How about do you play video games?
Here and there, here and there. Not a
I
ton.
love video games.
All right. So how about songs for video games? Mario, for example.
Oh, yeah, that's traditional.
Yeah.
Huh? What else is popular? Like really popular?
Ocarina of Time from Zelda.
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 pretty
That's
good.
true.
Y'all gonna switch?
Yeah,
Y'all play Breath of the Wild yet?
not yet.
You have
Not
to,
yet.
man.
I gotta say, we have
I'll buy it
been
for you.
talking for 1 hour and 49
Shit.
minutes.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm telling you, the kids will like it.
Yeah, I know. I need to get it. I need to get it.
We've been live for 1 hour 49 minutes.
And we talked nothing about Independence Day. Other
we
than-
did, right? We
Other
talked
than
about
the
the movie,
movie.
and the songs you guys sang.
Yeah,
you
that's
guys,
true.
we sang the
Fuck
anthem.
it. I'm working on Independence Day.
Yeah, we're working tomorrow, man.
Really?
everything was
I'm gonna work too.
supposed to have
If
happened
it makes
like
you feel
Monday,
better, I'm
Tuesday
gonna
is
work
happening,
5 hours tomorrow.
I'm gonna say
6
today
hours.
and
We're working
tomorrow.
without a tent now, so we're gonna be.
and tomorrow is gonna be difficult. And
We're gonna have to put the stuff on the porch. I don't know how else we're gonna. I don't know. We'll figure that out tomorrow. It's not a puff drink talk conversation.
yeah, we can put inside of the house. It's air conditioning. Right?
Yeah, that's it, man. So I just want to finish that because I'm not a video gamer. I don't play video games. I only played Atari. That's the only thing I remember. The
You
sound.
should. Video games are really good for your
I have
hand-eye
it.
coordination.
I have it.
for
A
your-
video game. I have it.
Cognitive function in general
Yeah.
is pretty good.
Yeah, Xbox 5 or something. I have it.
PS5,
PS5. Yeah. I don't know. It's Xbox.
Xbox One.
I don't know. It's yeah.
We have the PS5 . We had.
So you've been to the
I went from
future.
Atari to
Exactly.
the other one that has a different name in here. It's a Mega Drive. It's called something else.
Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Genesis.
Yeah.
And then from that one, I had the Xbox, the green one, the very first one, and the PS3, and Wii, Nintendo
I
Wii.
loved the Wii, man. That was a good
Yeah.
system.
And then,
We still have one. We still use it.
now we skipped the PS4 and we have the PS5. And Lily now is playing that game again, the Harry Potter game, the Hogwarts.
I love
From the
that
beginning?
game.
She deleted everything, all of the profiles. She's like, Daddy, can I delete your profiles? And yes, and okay, I'm deleting mine. And she deleted Alice's profile. And then Alice and Lily started a new profile.
Character, yeah.
Yeah, a new character in there, yes. Yeah, so she's playing that again.
I heard. Did you hear that if you played as a Hufflepuff? Have you played as a Hufflepuff?
I was a Hufflepuff.
You get to access one specific mission where you actually go see the Dementors or something like that. There's a part of the storyline that if you're
No,
Hufflepuff,
I didn't get that.
I don't remember,
I don't. I'd have you have
but
to
I
look.
played as a Hufflepuff.
You'll
I'm
have,
Hufflepuff.
you'll have to look
Lily
it up.
now is playing Gryffindor, and I
Your secret
was
chamber's cool.
I was the one with the bird,
Yeah, that's me, Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw, yeah.
I'm Ravenclaw.
Because I'm a bird person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same here.
we figured that one out.
Well, you should probably like the Atlanta Hawks. Look what I'm giving to him.
3% chance. Mega Drive is for kids as well. Your kids, I'm a Atari guy.
Is it? Yeah, did you say that?
Xbox is Atari guy, yeah.
Who's Atari? I
And
never
Mega
heard of it.
Drive is the Genesis, yeah.
Yeah, I like the.
Actually,
Yeah.
we didn't have money to buy the Atari, so we buy the CCC. Remember, like the brand,
Yeah,
the brand.
the
Conserta,
copy.
conserta, estraga.
Yeah, the copy of
Like CCE,
the Atari.
you know,
yeah.
Like a ripoff?
fix, and then you
Brazil?
just try it.
The Chinese
Brazil.
version.
Exactly.
Because there was
It's a
a-
Brazilian version.
Good
Yeah,
licenses.
it's horrible.
You know, the story on that, I mean, stories on that, right? So the license in Brazil was kind of sketchy because it was kind of a closed government at the time. So they just copied, Atari, and then they had different console games, but they would play the Atari games.
Somebody just
I mean?
ripped it
Remember
off.
another one. Yeah.
Like a pirate ship.
Yeah, it's the same as the pirate ship. Yeah, for music.
Was it?
That they didn't have to pay to pay license for the songs, but the singers
Brazilians
would go
are
in there
cheeky.
because it's so
Yeah.
much more
I've never
famous
done that.
than the normal radio
Never.
station
Right. More people would listen to that pirate.
than anything
No
else.
way.
No way. Dylan, I remember another thing. In Formula One, every time you have like the winner, you have. I think they play both the
National
car
anthem.
nationals anthem from the car from the car
the manufacturer,
from the manufacturer and from the winner, right?
Yeah.
How many anthems do you think you can recognize?
How many? But at this last race,
7. That's the answer.
I got you.
Seth has the answer.
That's the
God
answer.
damn it! God
do
damn
it.
it!
That was
You got
faster
me.
than you
Yeah.
You didn't do it.
I was
Seven,
sitting there for a
planning
second.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course. I'm going to finish the podcast. I have to do this joke, girl.
Hans Zimmer performed the national anthem at the Austrian.
You see that?
Ah.
I don't know if y'all were there early enough to see that, if they opened
Yeah.
up early enough, but it
Pretty
was
good.
Hans Zimmer.
And he was like, he wanted to get the champagne
Exactly.
on him, and
There are two that you know: the England, and
American.
Italian. Those two you know for sure because when Ferrari won,
well, Ferrari, for sure.
yeah.
So what
now,
happens if Lando wins a race? Do they play like the UK one twice?
Yeah, that's
no,
right.
only once.
They'll just play
If-
once.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's only once. If the constructors and the driver is the same, they only play it once.
What if they
That's
won?
disrespectful. They
Yeah.
should each get it. Just play it
Mix
back
it
to back.
twice.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, actually, they are proud of it because it's like I'm on a British team
Yeah.
and I'm winning,
Ah.
so they're proud of it.
But never happened with a French driver in an Alpine though. So
It's been a while since we heard a French,
Peugeot.
Winning.
Yeah.
Well, they can't win world wars, so
can't expect them to win much else.
yeah, the bar's really set low for them.
Because I was thinking, like, I think probably
Oui, oui.
I wouldn't know more than 10 anthems. I think French, Italian, England, American.
But that's because our
Brazilian.
time we heard of that.
I know those 5 for sure.
Y'all have a
German.
when you're
German
born in
a lot.
America.
No, Michael Schumacher.
Yeah, I know. Vettel.
Yeah,
You
Sebastian
served.
Vettel.
You were overseas.
What?
I'm American, man. I know one national anthem.
No, you can recognize when it
I
plays.
probably could not.
Italian? Do you think Italian?
I don't think
Right.
so. I don't know shit.
He-
Fuck.
Canadian?
Do you know what?
Canadian.
He only started
Suriname.
watching Formula One this year,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so he had
Yeah.
not been watching Formula One.
Yeah, that's right.
So
That's right.
And
Yeah.
I already know a lot. Because I'm a Jedi.
he's a Jedi.
Would that make you a Padme?
He's
man.
my Padme.
I
Yeah.
In Formula One. In Formula One.
Cut my rat tail.
Yeah.
Well,
It's been a good season.
should we wrap it up?
Yes.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. See you next week.
Next week,
Subscribe.
share.
Like.
And comment.
There you go. Thank you all for everyone who commented today.
Yeah,
It's
appreciate it.
I can't
Yeah.
remember any other time that we have so many comments.
We got another comment from Spock.
Sound that I remember is from B Moon Patrol and River Raid.
I love that. That's right. That's true. Like from Atari's game.
Never
Yeah.
heard
Yeah. River Ray, right? Yeah.
Y'all pick on me too much. I'll know this shit.
All right, man.
Till next time,
Thank you.
we will
Cheers.
puff, drink, and talk.
See you later.
There we go.
Bye.
Au revoir.